Oh, hey there folks. This is Tresham Gregg. I'm here in my home in Haines, Alaska. Well, we're about ready to launch on a pretty interesting adventure, I think. I've got a friend of mine, Dan Mahoney. He's up here from Pavugna, California, and he is going to help me do some videos. And these videos are going to, well, of course, feature what we are and what we're doing, and some puppetry, and I've got a few of them here. In fact, a whole bunch of them here. I guess you can see them. And some other things with the community too, so that we start what I'm calling frontier video. And frontier video is, well, it's going to be a collection of short story vignettes produced in various different ways. Probably some discussion groups, some interviews with people, some of the local interesting people in Haines. And we're going to invite the young people of Haines to come forward and start making their own stories up. And we'll produce them as video content and put it up on our YouTube channel. Hopefully it's going to be called Haines, Alaska Frontier Video. Here's one of my little wolf puppets. He's a kind of a wolf shaman-y guy. He's kind of he's brusque. And here's Happy-Go-Lucky. He's kind of, as he sounds, happy-go-lucky. He's just always having a good time and looking on the bright side, and therefore he's always lucky. He doesn't need anything. He's just a free-floating spirit. Hey, baby.
Hey, take it easy, kid.
Well, anyway, I do like to improv with puppets and see what happens, because it's a different perspective. Puppets have, they're really spirit beings, which I call them Animystic Spirit Puppets. And somehow there's a connection between what they represent, how you see that, and what your hand is doing. The hand is kind of a character in itself. I guess I could tell you a little bit about myself. I'm actually from right here at Fort Seward, Haines, Alaska. My family purchased this fort, this old army fort, which actually is a collective of beautiful Victorian buildings that are around a big parade field here.
Gorgeous.
And they pioneered their lives here. It was very difficult back in those days. But it was an idyllic place to grow up because we had the woods at our back doorstep, and there's only 500 people in the whole town. We had a nice school. We could walk to school. We could walk back uphill both ways. And if we said, oh well, we need a pony to ride. Well, geez, then we'd have a pony to ride and a horse and things like that. And you realize, why did I really ask for this? It's a huge amount of work, We learned a lot. My father was a wood carver, and he was also a carpenter. He made furniture, he renovated houses, and we learned carving too at an early age. And we learned the native art, the Tlingit culture and art, because we were part of a group of young Boy Scouts that had a bunch of native kids in the group, and we started working on our native lore and stuff, and then that developed into a dance group, a native origin dance group, where we made all the regalia. We learned the singing and the dancing from the natives, and they gave us some stories, and we enacted them. We took it to Valley Forge, Pennsylvania for the National Jamboree. And then we took it on the road throughout the West Coast and Southwest, and we performed at Gallup, New Mexico, at the Indian tribal ceremonial there, and we won the grand prize, and went to Hollywood and talked to the stars, and it was all really a great trip. And so, I learned how to do show business really at an early age, and how to do native art, and how to carve and paint and do whatever, even sew, So it was an experience that, you know, has not been replicated a lot, but it was a great character building experience. And I like to, you know, attribute my prowess at art to that particular time in my life when I learned all these things. And I wish that we had more programs like that. And to tell the truth, our fort is set up. We have a big barracks building that needs renovation, but it can house lots of kids. It can have workshops and theater space and art studio space and all these wonderful things. And we have another building called the hospital building, where that is also set up as a woodworking shop and living accommodations, and it's you know, it's a really great building too. So we just need to make this happen, and that would help save our economy in Haines if we had a group of young people coming in every summer to take classes and do things, help renovate the buildings, just make a summer camp of arts and culture and reconstruction skills, so that people come away at the end of the summer with having learned a whole lot. And they can take that back to their village or place wherever they came from and do something with it, you know, hopefully. So actually what we're looking for is sponsors from the rest of the world to sponsor a young person to come up here and do this camp with us. So anybody that doesn't have a million other things to do with their money could help fund some lucky kid, which we would choose. So this hopefully will go along with our production in the Chilkat Center, which is another great building here at the fort, which is our theater building. And we could produce our online video shows, our frontier videos, coming out of the Chilkat Center with visiting artists and different things happening, children's groups and whatever, so we could be putting up a pretty much non-stop presentation on our YouTube channel. I want to show you guys some of my puppets that have been holding forth as we've been speaking here. This character here is our star of a show these days. This is One Crazy Raven.
Ah, yeah. I'm crazy, Billy.
And yeah, he's been in a number of our videos recently, and takes happy-go-lucky onto a happiness adventure. And so, you know, it's lots of fun. Not sure what all these ones are going to do exactly. What we have here is some representatives of the Raven Congress. The ravens are actually called a Congress of Ravens, and so I have several here that are representative of. And then also I have a loon, who's another one of the animal counselors. And I just finished the loon, and of course the loon has got these wonderful necklaces on. And so this is a very mystical spirit. In the native legends, the loon woman might appear to somebody out in the swamps or something and take them down into the undersea realm and teach them a story. So, and they come back sort of enlightened. This is another raven that is underway still. Just painted the eyes, but he needs a whole headdress and some jewelry and stuff. This character here is a little bit offbeat. This is a rainbow peace dancer, a rainbow warrior. And I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do with these guys, but probably in the Galactic Fairy show, these guys might appear, or maybe in our Northwest Supernatural thing when we appeal to the sky spirits. This one here is a wolf shaman, and he's or one of the wolf counselors, and he's really quite wonderful. The wolf shaman is a truth seeker and a keeper of community, and yet maintains an element of freedom. So he's looking to create harmony, freedom, and community. But the council gets together and discusses what's going on and what's possible and what our fears are and what our hopes are, what our dreams are. So hopefully we're going to have a session of animal council. So, and over there we have a polar bear. I call him Roly-Poly. He's kind of from Happy Happy. Not too many polar bears are all that happy these days. But we like to look on the bright side. Just a lost bear. Oh, goodness me. Oh, I don't know where I am or where I'm going. I lost my mother and I'm just wandering forever looking for food. Somebody to play with, somebody to help me find my way in life. I'm hungry, I can tell you that much. Anything else, I don't know for sure. Oh, hello there, darling. Oh, my goodness, who are you? I've never seen anything quite like you before. Well, I'm the Happiness Bear. I'm called Queenie, the Happiness Bear, and I'm here to help you, my little darling. Oh, really? I can't believe I just asked the Great Spirit for some help, and he gave me you just like that. Oh, my goodness, in this instant. I thought I'd have to suffer a little bit more. Well, lucky for you, you didn't, because I'm here to help you. Well, what are you going to do? Well, I'll be your friend for a while, and we'll go down the road together, and we'll talk it over. What do you think? Yeah. Oh, where should we go? Well, where would you like to go? Well, someplace where we get something to eat. Well, let's go down to the river. What's a good idea? Maybe they got some fish down there? Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.